I'm here with Dr. Cailee Bacon, and I'm just going to ask her a couple questions about EBP. What is evidence-based practice to you?
So that's a great question. I think the traditional response is that it's the combination of best available evidence and the incorporation of patient values and clinician expertise. But when you really think about it, I think EBP is so much more than that. And, if you take a step back and think about how a clinician should be practicing in an evidence-based manner, it takes so much more than just EBP itself. So to even be practicing in an evidence-based manner, I think you also need to incorporate patient-centered care and healthcare informatics, quality improvement. So, I think it's easy to think about EBP as those three tenets, but it really encompasses a lot more than just available research, patient values, and clinician expertise.
Awesome. What are the most significant barriers to practicing EBP?
Yeah, that's a great one. So research tells us that, time is the most significant barrier. However, no matter what the topic is, time's always a barrier. So when we're thinking about evidence-based practice, I think the most significant barrier is athletic trainers' uncertainty of how to practice in an evidence-based manner. And I think that uncertainty is very well founded in that there isn't a lot of information of how someone should be practicing in an evidence-based manner, what it truly looks like, and how it improves patient care.
Cool. How should EBP play a role in athletic training practices?
So I think evidence-based practice needs to be a natural part of practice. I don't think it's one of those concepts that you're either doing it or you're not. It just needs to be a natural part of how we practice. And, I hope that we can get to the point where we're not trying to identify ourselves as evidence-based clinicians, and it's what we do, and it's who we are as a clinician.
Great. And last question, how do you feel the profession is doing in utilizing EBP?
So I definitely think compared to 10 years ago, athletic trainers are a lot more comfortable with the term evidence-based practice. And I think that knowledge of what concepts are involved in evidence-based practice are improving. But as a profession, I still think we have a very long way to go, before we're practicing in an evidence-based manner. That's just a natural part of practice. Like I said earlier, to truly practice in an evidence-based manner, you also need to be very confident in incorporating healthcare informatics, and you also need to have a very strong knowledge base in incorporating patient-centered care and patient values and patient outcomes. So I don't think that we can just focus on evidence-based practice. I think we need to be focusing on all of the healthcare competencies, and those together are